I'm Mayor Dionne, and I have some further updates on COVID-19 as it relates to the City of PA. Our parks are open, but they're not open for public gatherings. They're open for people who can go out and exercise, get out and get some fresh air. So we're asking you to safe distance yourself and to respect other people that are in the park. But things that are closed, the skateboard park is closed, and the facilities like that. Tennis courts are closed, and people request, well, there's distancing at tennis courts. Why would tennis courts be closed? Because it's a one-use ball. So that's why the province has said. All these orders that we're complying to have to do with the government of Saskatchewan. For example, swimming pools. We do not know a date when swimming pools will be open. That will be further discussed as we go along because we're only into May. And they have to see how the phase opening happens to see if we get more cases. So that's why they're going by phases. So the first two phases will really tell us when phase 3 will happen. We're struggling with our golf course. You heard the province say that May 15th the golf courses can open. That's right. But that was just a general statement for those that are ready. Ours will probably be not ready for a week after that. Our greens are still struggling from the winter kill, and we're repairing them and trying to get going. We're also struggling with the rules around the golf course, which is going to change later this week. At this point, every interval has to be 20 minutes. It's normally 7. So if we have to go to the 20 minutes, that means in a day we can only let 30 groups out. That's 120 golfers, and we have over 400 members. So that's going to be a challenge. Do we open? Do we cancel all the season ticket holders and make everyone pay green fees? So even though we do have a date for the golf course, there's lots of unanswered questions. The government is debating it again this week, and I'll have a further announcement on golf courses. So stay tuned for golf courses because it's driven by the province, and once they give us more rules in effect, we will act on them. The government has made it quite clear. Garage sales are not allowed. No questions. That's how they answer the question. When we asked the government on the conference call, are garage sales allowed? The answer was absolutely not. So there's no question about it. There's no leeway. Garage sales are not allowed. And I just don't understand people that want to have garage sales. Why do you want to open your home to 100 strangers that you don't know where they're from? That's how the disease spreads, where you don't know it. That's why tracing is so important when we do get a case, because we need to know where those people come from so we give people heads up. So even though a garage sale is sort of a traditional spring thing in our province, in our city, they are not allowed. And this is one that can be easily reinforced by the law authorities. So I encourage people, keep it in the garage. When it's allowed, we'll let you know. But as of today, no garage sales. Now let's talk about social distancing. We're soon going to be allowed to gather in groups of 10, as you heard from the province. But that's not a free-for-all. When they say groups of 10, they want you to know who the 10 are. They want you to know the family, know that. Because again, it all revolves around tracing. Where have those people been? Who have they been in contact with? The important thing about controlling the disease is know where it comes from. And that's why in places like La Loche and Lloydminster and other places where there's outbreaks, why they're going door to door. It's key to track the disease. If we know who has it and we can self-isolate them, we can control and we can continue to win. Today, we are winning with the COVID-19. We have flattened the curve, but that doesn't mean we're out of it. It's just like people that have self-isolated for 14 days. Yes, you can go out, but you can still catch the disease. Just because you think you've been isolated for 14 days doesn't make you immune from the disease. It just ensures that you're not a carrier. That's what the 14 days isolation is about. So really, when it comes to safe distancing, I really have to encourage it. My biggest disappointment when it comes to this distancing is grocery stores. I am just shocked how people are in contact with each other in grocery stores. And I've heard people ask people to respect distancing, and that person has been rude to the other person. Well, but that other person has the right to bring it to your attention. If you're in their space, please respect their space. They're respecting your space. And when they ask you to correct your behavior, don't get mad. There's a reason for that. And I was upset when I heard this gentleman bark back at the lady. Hey, she's right. Stay out of her space. You may not be worried, but she is. And the rules are for everyone, just not her. They're for you too. And when they say self-isolate and discipline and distance, that's what they mean. So we have to keep it up. We have to be diligent. And so I'm going to have another video in another week or two to update you, because this is a changing event. But please wash your hands, self-discipline, but the major thing I'm asking today, be respectful. Be respectful of other people and their distancing. Be respectful for the law enforcement people that have to enforce it. Be respectful for the people that are serving us today at drive-in restaurants and food outlets, because we should be thankful that they're even open. Some places they don't even have that opportunity. So at the end of the day, my message ends today by just being respectful. Thank you and have a great day.